In a cozy corner of Bakehouse Street, where every morning smelled like cinnamon rolls and laughter used to echo through every window, lived a little girl named Sonia Bello, known to everyone as Sweet Sonia. She wasn't called sweet just because of her favorite pink dresses or her fondness for cupcakes topped with rainbow sprinkles. No, people called her sweet because her heart always seemed to glow with kindness. She had the kind of smile that made grumpy neighbors grin and the kind of laugh that made sad days brighter. Her days were usually filled with joy. She helped Mrs. Lee, the grocer's wife, carry bread loaves down the lane, played hopscotch with her friends under the shade of the old maple tree, and sang cheerful songs while walking home from school. But more than anything, Sonia loved her family, her hard-working dad, her cheerful mum, and her mischievous little brother, Toby. One evening, as Sonia colored a bright rainbow in her sketchbook, she noticed something strange. The warm hum of laughter that usually filled their small kitchen was gone. Instead, whispers floated through the air, sharp, tired, worried whispers. She tiptoed to the kitchen door and peeked in. Her dad stood by the counter, rubbing his forehead. "We're behind again, Clara. The bills, the rent. I don't know what else to do." Her mum sighed, her hands covered in flour from baking. "I'm trying to sell more pastries, but people aren't buying as much. Maybe we should." Her voice trailed off. Sonia's little heart squeezed tight. She'd never seen her parents like this before. They were usually laughing together, teasing each other about who baked better or who could eat more pancakes. But now, their faces looked tired, their smiles missing. Even Toby, who normally bounced around like a ball of energy, sat quietly by the window, hugging his toy car. That night, Sonia couldn't sleep. The soft glow of moonlight spilled across her blanket as she hugged her stuffed bunny, Marshmallow. She whispered softly, "Dear God, I don't need new toys or pretty shoes this week. Please, can you make my family happy again? I miss their laughter." Her words floated up like tiny stars, disappearing into the quiet night sky. Then she drifted off to sleep, her heart whispering one last hopeful thought: maybe love can fix what money can't. The next morning, the sun peeked through the curtains, and Sonia woke with a twinkle in her eyes. "If I can't fix the bills," she told Marshmallow, "maybe I can fix the smiles." So she started small. She picked wild daisies from the garden and placed them in a little cup on the breakfast table. She cleaned up Toby's toys without being asked. She even helped her mum roll dough for muffins. And then, with her favorite pink pen, Sonia began her secret project, Operation Bring Back Joy. The next day, Sonia left a tiny note on her mum's kitchen counter. It read, "Mum, your baking smells like hugs. You make everyone's heart happy." She drew little hearts around the words. Then she sneaked into the garage and placed another note on her dad's tool bag. "Dad, you're my hero. You fix cars, but you also fix hearts." Finally, she wrote one for Toby and taped it on his toy car. "Toby, you make the house louder, but that's what makes it fun." When morning came, Sonia's parents found the notes. Her mum stood still, her eyes softening as she read the little message. She held the paper close to her heart and smiled, really smiled, for the first time in days. Her dad found his note later as he packed for work. His lips curved into a grin, and he chuckled, shaking his head. "That little girl of ours." Even Toby, who couldn't read all the words yet, ran to Sonia shouting, "Sonia! My car says I'm fun. You wrote it, didn't you?" He hugged her tight, his giggles bubbling through the house like music. By breakfast time, the Bello home was glowing again, not because their problems were gone, but because their love had grown stronger. That Sunday morning, the family sat together at the breakfast table, pancakes, strawberries, and all. Mr. Bello looked around and said quietly, "It's been a while since we've eaten together like this." Mrs. Bello reached for his hand. "It feels peaceful," she said, smiling softly. "Please like, share and subscribe to my channel. Bye.